You may have just seen the video of the HP Omen 15. I've just completed that, just uploaded that within the last hour. Now it's time for the big brother, the 17-inch version, which is based around the same processor, same sort of design, same plastics. Couple of key differences though that I'll take you through. Let's just put the specifications up on the screen, and the overall score there, 81%. So a couple of points, actually 3 points higher than the 15-inch version. Screen and SSD speed are probably the two differentiating factors between the two. Let's take a look around the device first. Of course, it's a big, heavy 17-inch device. We've got similar sort of keyboard, similar backlight, similar plastics, which, as we said on the Omen 15, aren't that high end. It does feel a little bit wobbly, a little bit medium range, let's say. And also in terms of the ports, let's just have a look. You'll also see a fairly basic set of ports as well. There's that gigi, couple of USBs, SD card, slightly different layout on this side than on the 15-inch version. And on here, you'll see a slight difference. We've got the two USBs and we've got a DVD writer as well. There's the headset port. Removable battery on the bottom. It's a 65 watt hour battery. You'll see pictures of that on the website, and we haven't been able to take the back off, but I can tell you there's two RAM slots in there. We've got 16 gigs configured in here, 8 plus 8. Plus this one has, as opposed to the 15-inch which had the 128 gig SSD and the 2 terabyte spinning hard drive, this just has a 512 gigabyte NVMe, so PCIe connected SSD, and that's going to show you some differences. I'll show you some differences between that and the previous one, because this one is much faster. Let's have a look at the screen first though. It's a slightly different screen. It's a 4K screen, and I'll bring up some of the specifications of the display there, and you can see that the full, sort of the high brightness there, is 316 nits. The Omen 15 was only 214, so that's a reasonable 316. And actually, if you look across the board of 17-inch multimedia and gaming devices, that is about average there. So not too bad. And remember, high screen brightnesses on big screens take a lot of battery. So we'll look at the battery life figures in a minute. Also, you can see on there the contrast is slightly better than on the 15-inch version, 1080 to 1, and the color accuracy around the 6 mark, not bad. Anything sort of tending towards 10 is a little bit poor. Anything tending towards 5 is good. Anything below 5, very good indeed. 100% of sRGB coverage, so although you're getting 5 averages on the Delta, it's across that whole range, 100% sRGB. So that's a nice screen there, and that's one of the reasons that we've given this more points than the 15-inch version. Let's have a look at the SSD now. You can see the sequential read speeds there, 1.2 gigabytes a second maximum transfer speed there, so much higher than the 317, I think it was, of the the SATA 3 connected SSD on the Omen 15. 4K write speeds of 137.2, so absolutely fine on the SSD speeds there for you. Now, let's give you some PC Mark 8 scores here. We've got a couple of devices to compare it with. It sits at the bottom of that list, but you'll notice there's only about 6% more performance in the top of that table as opposed to the HP Omen 17 at the bottom. That's the Creative Score Accelerator V2 on PC Mark 8. Lots more scores in terms of CPU and GPU scores on the full website, but let me give you some of the gaming scores there. It's very similar to the 15-inch version, because we've got the same NVIDIA GPU inside here. It is it's a mid-range gaming device. This is not a pro-level gaming device. So for people keen on gaming, this is going to satisfy you at middle and low settings, even some full HD settings as well on older games. But you can have a look at that list there, and you can have a look at some more details on the website as well. Of this. Talking about the battery then, what is the battery life? Well, with this big 17-inch screen, we've got the GPU to consider as well. We're not expecting massive battery life. Same battery size as in the 15-inch version. Let's bring the battery life figures up for you. And there you can see surfing over Wi-Fi, 150 nits, only 4 hours. That's probably to be expected on this screen, a 4K screen. This test was done at 150 nits. You push that brightness up to full and you're probably going to get down to 3 hours there. Big Butt Bunny 1080p playback, only 3 hours and 34 minutes was a little bit surprising. I would have expected that figure. Normally that figure is a little bit higher than the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi battery life, under load 1 hour, well that's your gaming, over 1 hour, 1 hour 16 minutes, that's your gaming figures there, so under full load. You can find some details on the heat and noise of the device when we had it on the full load on the website. So let's give you the overall score then and the breakdown of those scores. We have an 81% overall average, and you can see low scores were given for connectivity, basically because there isn't any display port or USB-C here. Slightly lower scores for that pointer, the touchpad there, although I actually found it not too bad. Weight, well, it's a 2.8 kilo device, which is what, 6 point something pounds. That's pretty heavy, but there you can see some performance figures are pretty good there. So that's the full review, well that's the video review of the HP Omen 17. Don't forget to check out the full details of that on the website. Loads more tests, loads more lab tests, very detailed. So if you want to know more about that and comparable devices, go and check it out on notebookcheck.com. It's the German version, .net, which we haven't quite translated yet, which is why you saw those German graphics up on the screen. We'll have that translated for you soon. If you like this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube videos. Feedback on the quality of these and any changes you'd like to see, very welcome. My name's Chippy. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next Notebook Check Tech Review.